morning, my stamping friends. It is Tammy with Stampin' Scrap Tammy with our weekly Facebook Live. It is June 16th, 2021. If you are watching the replay, that's when this is happening live. But you can watch this anytime you would like. It is going to be a beautiful card that I'm making today featuring the hand-penned Petals bundle. That's a mouthful to say. But so this set is going to be available for a whole another year. So we've got lots of time with this set. I'm going to show you some fabulous samples. And there's a class available for this set if you would like to still get in on that. So we did a live class for it yesterday. I have a few kits going out today for those that already signed up. And I love it so much, I'm going to extend it till July 1st. So the ordering is, if you're on Facebook, right above on the posting, you can click the link to get this class. Of course, you can just enjoy the card today as well. July 1st, 2021 will be the last time to order that set. If you're watching the replay on YouTube, I believe the sign up is right below on the comments. So let's get started. I'm not going to spend too much time saying hello here because we've got a beautiful card to show. I have a busy day of all kinds of things going on today. So I got to get going. All right. So like, share, win, comment, you know, the whole bit. You will get today's card. And let me show you. I have got some beautiful embellishments that I will also be giving away. I will post in the comments last week's winner. Oh, I hope I'm not going to drop my phone here. I have it I have to redo my tripod. I keep forgetting that. I have it all set up goofy, so it's making me kind of do it right-handed instead of, or like left-handed, you know, whatever. So it's making me do it opposite of what I'm used to. Okay, let's get this set up. I had moved things around a little bit. I did some major craft room overhaul cleaning this last week. So it's been super fun. All right. Okay. Good morning. Okay. He's watching. Looks like we have Angela. Trying to see. I can just briefly see on my phone. Let me see if I can pull it up on my computer while you all take a beautiful look at this set that I'm using today. So hand pen designer series paper. This is so pretty. So just take a look at how beautiful that paper is. So many coordinating colors. So here are the coordinating colors, but I think there are even more. If you see, I pulled in some colors that aren't even close to this using this set. So there's so much you can do with this set. All right, hold on. I need to focus here for a second. I have trouble with that, which, you know, most of you, it's only 11:02 if you're watching live, and usually that's first when I'm starting. So I'm a couple minutes early today. Here are the comments. All right, so we have Bonnie and Kay, and I saw a couple other ones too. So welcome to those that are watching and already liking and loving, and I just know you're gonna love the card today. All right, and you know what? I forgot to look up the name of this embossing folder. I have it written down on a tutorial. I made a full tutorial for this card last night. I have it right here. I have got to look up, you know, while you're all getting logged on, you have got to look close up. This was one of our cards. I cased this card from my downline. I got it in a card swap, and Elizabeth Langness made this card, and it is so pretty. I just had to remake it because I love the color combination with these new colors. It's so pretty. It is the pale papaya and polished pink. But look at that. Oh my goodness. Just beautiful. But look at that embossing folder. Can I show that nice and close up? How I have it here, it worked both ways. It worked great. But this direction, it almost looks like this is die cut and then placed on a piece of basic white cardstock. It is so pretty. And it's just an embossing folder. And I have to look up the name of it. This was the first I used it. Here's the tutorial. I'm going to send this out to all of you on Saturday. This will go out Saturday with all the measurements. You can see they're all there. But I got to look up that embossing folder. I hope I put it on here. And I thought I did. Okay. Pretty Flowers embossing folder is what that's called. It is the most beautiful embossing folder you'll ever see in your life. Here it is. And it looks like a die cut. That's what I like even better. Okay, so what are we doing? We're going to get started. So hand pen designer series paper. I did quickly just put this together. with the die cut. So I've got a variety of colors. These are the colors I've been working with the last few days. I also use this set for my in color class. So you're going to see some cards with that in the future too, because I made a beautiful set of in color cards. So that's where you can kind of see a lot of these papers that are pulling in here. And then of course the Highland Heather. So some of these doodads I already had cut out, so I just plopped them on here to show you all together. This part is really cool. This cuts out the stamp I'm gonna cut out today. It also cuts out this. So like this nests with that. So you could really do some fun layering with these die cuts. And then the leaves, there's actually multiples of those. And there's actually 5 flowers that you can cut out at one time. So that's also very nice. And then this is the die cut of this flower here. And let's see, what kind of flower is that? I don't even know. So as you know, I don't know my flowers. So I don't know what kind of flower that is, but it's really pretty. I like flowers. I just don't know them. All right. And so let's move along. So this is the other cards in the hand pen class that is still available. So you can still purchase this class if you'd like. July 1st will be the last day to order it. And then they will ship no later than July 6th. So you get a half a package of paper. You get a package of these beautiful embellishments as well sent with that. And then 8 cards for 8. So 4 designs, 2 of each, 8 cards total. And this is what is included. These pieces are die cut. Stamped images are not included, however. All right, look at this beautiful card. This is a case card. I do not have the original creator of this. My bow fell off of there. We need a bow. Let me see if I have one handy. I must have been getting a little wild with my card. Look at this purple bow. I don't know the names of all of these yet. That was on there. I don't know what happened. I got a little crazy, I guess, when I was taking a picture of it yesterday. So look at that. Beautiful. So the ribbons in here are already included as well. And then this one, nice, simple stamping card. No die cutting or anything. So if you just like this stamp set, maybe you haven't dug into the die cutting and stuff, look at this stamp set for that. So many options for this stamp set. It can be a standalone, throw in the die cuts, go crazy, and go wild with it. So let's get these out of the way and get started with today's card. A very basic layout, but super stunning. I'm using all the elements here, all of my favorite things. Of course, I have so many favorite things. So of course, grab anything in my stamp room and it's gonna be my favorite. So let's start with a thick, basic white cardstock. And we need to get a bone fold. Why did I move all my tools? That was really silly. I moved them like all the way across the room to like put on this cute little display, but that's not very functional. That didn't make much sense. Okay, so we have a thick basic white scored at 4 1/4. It's an 8 1/2 long. So standard card size, 8 1/2 by 5 1/2, score at 4 1/4. And there we go. Next layer, Daffodil Delight. We have got some fun stuff here. So Daffodil Delight, and I have Pool Party. And where did I come up with this? Here's where I came up with it right here. Stampin' Up! Always lets me know what I need to coordinate together. I got Daffodil Delight, Pool Party. I'm going to grab in one of these designer series here, and I know it's going to match because they told me so, and I trust them with that. I have also pulled in for my label from this set of carryover dies, the succulent one here, my very favorite label. Kind of a happy accident is I had a little scratch piece of white. I was conserving my basic white paper the other day because I was kind of running low. So I didn't want to just throw this little scrap away that I had this size. So I just cut up a bunch of those, die cut them. So I didn't waste it. And then I needed a label for this card. This was the last card I designed for the class, and it worked perfect. Okay, so this is where I have got the pretty flowers embossing folder on my Daffodil Delight. So let's go over measurements. Standard base, our next standard size here, 5 1/4 by 4. Then we're just going down 1/4 of an inch to 5 by 3 3/4. So very standard sizes. Oh man, today is going to be a hot mess. I'm going to run out of, it looks like I'm going to run out of adhesive too. All right, so I've got my Stampin' Seal. I have more if I need it. I can run and get it, but I don't know what's going on here. All right, that's what happens when I think I'm all ready. So standard sizes, we're gonna pop that right on there. And then next, we do need to cut some designer series paper. I happen to have some scraps here that are going to work out beautifully. And I'm gonna try to remember to decorate the inside of my card today. And I should just do it right away, then I won't forget. Okay, so standard sizes, or not, standard sizes here. Now for my designer series paper, what I wanna do is with my paper trimmer, I'm gonna go 3.5. I just played around with this measurement until I liked how it looked. Let's save that. Look at that, that'll work great for the inside. So we're going 3.5 by 2. Okay, and so I'm gonna actually, for this one, I'm gonna use this side. That's not gonna be the right side though. Okay, that's a beautiful, beautiful piece of paper. So we'll use this little piece for the other part. So disregard, let's start that over again. So 3.5 by 2. Okay, we're gonna go with that. So we want this side to be our larger side. I want my Daffodil Delight to be the bigger star of the show right here. But I do also want a little, same size this way, so it wasn't wasted. We still need that 3.5. And then I want to put a little sliver of it right along here. So what I'm going to do, when I started with 1 inch, and then I actually ended up really liking how the layout of just 3/4 of an inch looked on here. So it's just kind of sneaking from behind there. And then I ended up with this sliver. So what can you do with these little scraps? You know, we can toss them in our recycling bin, or we could put them in like a bin of our scraps that we just can't get rid of, and we're going to go back and use, and then we never do. Or we could just go ahead and put it right onto our card. Now, why wouldn't we do that? That makes probably about the most sense I've ever heard in my life. So let's just go ahead there. I don't even know what this is, like 1/2 inch maybe. And I'll show you what we're gonna do with that. And I'm gonna do it right away so I don't forget. I am going to put that right in the center. Not in the center, that wouldn't make sense. In the middle of my card though, on the inside of my card, that's what I wanna say. And then we've got you could go either side, would look nice. I like to tend to go in here. I like to go right on this side. So it's just a little happy surprise when they open the card. You just add the little touch of color. I like to do that every now and again. Again, a lot of times I forget to do it. So let's just do that right away, get it out of the way. All right, so let's go next. Let's just get some of these pieces out of the way. So we want our Daffodil Delight Designer Series pattern on top. And the next one we want is going to be the pattern. So this is Blushing Bride on the back side there. So either way, it would look really nice. But since I have Daffodil Delight on my outside, I wanted that to be more of a focus color. And I just lined it up on the edge. So that's our basics. I lost my card. I think I can remember what I'm doing. I sure hope so. So let's do some stamping now. And so we've got this beautiful larger image, but I want to just use it in my circle. And I gotta find my circle right here. I got a bunch of circles. I got more circles than I know what to do with. I guess I could stamp 2 circles right away. I need a scratch little piece of paper because it's gonna overhang. It's not gonna, you know, obviously this is larger than that. So this is kind of a nice way to show how you can use your stamps in a little bit different way. Let's just use the back side of this paper. It's a scratch piece, that's all I need. In a different way. It doesn't have to always be the whole image of the stamp. You can take bits and pieces of that. I like to have stamps that I can use way more than just one way. And something else nice about this hand-penned Petals stamp set is the sentiments. There's thanks, anything is possible, feel better, friend, and congratulations. So you have really good sentiments, all occasion sentiments in this as well. And we're gonna ink that up. And I'm not gonna think too much about this. If you overthink this, it's gonna, you know, take the fun away from it. I'm just gonna go ahead and put it down without too much thought to where it's gonna end up, because we're gonna put a label over the top of it too. And then as long as I'm here, I might as well just make another one. Again, if you're just tuning in, this is a class that is still available. I'll share the cards, a glimpse of them at the end as well. This is the Hand Pen Petals class. You can add on the stamp set and bundle if you don't have it, or if you have something similar, you could always have success with, you know, stamping something similar. Half a package of paper, full package of embellishments are included in the class to go. And we're gonna, look at that, so fun. I have a brand new Memento ink pad. That's kind of a fun thing to have too. I opened up a brand new one. I you know, we had, I think, in yesterday's class, we had a live class. I think all the tables had some memento because this looked really nice in memento. And then I'm going to color it with my blends markers. But perhaps I should continue on. I want a better background for you all. You all are worth a piece of my Daffodil Delight if I go out of the lines on this. You want to have a nice view of this. And so let me talk about the colors that I'm going to do. Now, we do not have a Blushing Bride blend marker. So what I used was my light, what do I have here? I have light Petal Pink, and then actually I used a light Flirty Flamingo to kind of blend it in together. That made a nice Blushing Bride that coordinated with this. And then I also right now have light Pool Party. I have light Soft Succulent and some Daffodil Delight. I have some other colors if I decide I would like to pull in another color. You know, I think I do. I want to have a purple in there. And let's see what I have for purples available. I have markers all over the place from class yesterday. And the blends, you do have to look at the colors usually because there are, you know, they look kind of similar. Some of them do. So I've got Highland Heather here. So that again, I just kind of looked at my coordinating colors from the designer series, and that's what I'm going to kind of go with as far as coloring in this flower because I have that little bit of designer series back here. So let's start with some Daffodil Delight. We'll do a couple flowers in that. And I'm not going to do like a super crazy professional coloring job here. It's just going to be pretty quick because a lot of it will be covered up, but you want to have color on the whole thing. And then this was my Petal Pink that I will add in. So you can use either side. You don't have to really stay in the lines on this. If you look at the designer series closely, you'll see that it's really a, I don't know if sloppy is the right word or messy. It's just kind of, it's just blotched on there. It's very artistic. Let's call it that. It's a very artistic look to the stamping. And actually the stamps are so fun. I need to play with them even more because a lot of these little images here, they stamp inside of that stamp. I didn't do any of that playing with this class. I used my blends for the coloring, but there are lots of options for coloring in these stamped images. And they even really look nice black and white. And so Soft Succulent, this is a light Soft Succulent. Isn't that a pretty color? Look at how nice it looks on my Daffodil Delight. I'm just gonna use that for the leaves. And next, let's add a little Flirty Flamingo to this flower here. Let's lighten that up a little bit. Looks like I need a new Flirty Flamingo marker. Let's go with the other side. You have 2 tips to it. Oh, look at that. That's all ready. And so I'm just going to go on the lines. I'm not going to do, again, nothing real professional about my blending abilities. But you'll see when it's done that it's going to look like it is. It's going to look like I really know what I'm doing here. And those that know me well, I mean, I kind of know what I'm doing, but see, look at that. You don't have to take a lot of time on that to have a beautiful end result. We're going to have to add in a little more color here. So let's do our Highland Heather. I think I can do, let's do 3 Highland Heathers, and then we'll bring in one more. Looks like I should probably do another pink one over here. And I didn't even look at my sample. I'm sure I did my sample totally different. I think I actually, I had some Pool Party in my sample. That's what I can add on here. Let's do a Pool Party one. There we go. Now we kind of have all the colors that are in my designer series paper. There is also Misty Moonlight in there. I used that for one of the other cards and it was really stunning as well. Good thing I did do some Pool Party because that's what my scallop circle is. So I did use quite a few different dies for this one. Yes, I did have some hand petal because I did some small Highland Heather flowers to add. Then I had the circle dies and then the label from the Soft Succulent. So, I mean, you wouldn't have to use quite so many if you didn't want to. You could use a different label. But I love coloring and stamping on a circle shape. I often forget about that. That's an option. I always kind of, you think that your circles and those things are for putting a sentiment on, and they don't have to be. You can stamp right on them. You can cut designer series right out of them, all kinds of things. So we do have one more little thing I should have stamped first. On my sample, I use the stamp that says anything is possible, but I really want to show this thanks. This is a really nice script on the thanks stamp in the hand pen Petals stamp set. That is such a mouthful. It's a little tongue twister. And I'm just going to stamp that to the right side because I'm going to put some flowers along this side. I'm going to put a little sprig of flowers. Beautifully stamped because I have that new Memento ink pad. And we are ready to finish assembling and wind down for the day. Today's going to be rather quick, I guess. We're just doing one card though, so that definitely has something to do with it. And now I can go ahead and put this on. Nothing else is going to go on this card or on this part of the card. But you know me, I have to have some ribbon. We can't just end things there. We got to go a little wild right now. We need to get some ribbon. And I kind of played around with a bunch of different ones. And what I wound up with was this nice mesh ribbon. And no bow required. All you have to do for this one, I mean, this is like mind-blowing easy, is just fold it over, snip it, so that we just have like a little, I don't even know what you call that, a little flip over, whatever you want to call it. Call it whatever you want. And then what we're going to do, we want it to go under here, just so we have a little bit of texture of ribbon on our card. Now you could get some glue dots out if you had them, or you can just do this. That's what I'm going to do. And I will put another little bit here. I am going to have to find some dimensionals. Well, wouldn't you know, I actually have them out already. And do you see that? Look at that. And now you could arrange this a little bit different if you wanted to maneuver it around. And it's a circle, so we can just move it however we want it to go. So if I want it to go a little more this way, I just do that. And then we can snip it down at the end. So let's go ahead and adhere this now with some dimensionals. And see, so I just put that little bit of adhesive there. I will put my dimensionals over the top, and it's all going to stay nice and secure. See, use a whole bunch of them. Why not? If you have them, use them. Okay, now I'm getting a little crazy. You don't need that many dimensionals unless you like to put them on. I'm going to make sure that's going to stay. Now that was really a little over the top. That was probably not really called for, but why conserve them? Okay, let's go ahead and pull those off. And looks like, you know, I didn't plan this either, but maybe I should. I think my nails kind of match this set a little bit. I don't even know what color you call that, but I think that would be a nice new in color, maybe next year. All right, the nail lady, she talked me into it. She said it was summer and I needed to have a little fun. All right, I'm gonna snip that down just a little bit on that side. I like it just how it is on the other side. And then we're just about done. We're going to put this right over the center of that. Do you see? So that's why your coloring does not have to be like all, you know, professional or anything, because we're going to cover most of it up, but it looks great. And so let's put dimensionals on this one too. And I'm really hoping, it looks like from what I can see on the video that this embossing folder is really showing itself off. I couldn't even believe it. I opened it up and I thought, I don't even know where this came from. I didn't even remember ordering it. But man, was I ever so happy that I did. Okay, so last but not least, we have to add some of these cute little flowers that are included in the die cuts for the hand pen Petals. I want to find my little adhesive mat, which I had. I sure did. It's right here. We're going to have to add some of these gems as well. Again, this is our Prize Patrol full package. I won't send you a half-used package of gems. I'll send you a full package of gems. Like, share, comment to participate and get in the drawing. I'll announce last week's winner here after the video. I'll put it in the posting of who won. Last week's winner is getting a set of the cards from last week, as well as a set of them to do up themselves. So that was a great little prize for last week. This week, you're going to get embellishments, and I'll send you the card that I'm making today, too. Okay, so what we need here, looks like I didn't poke all my little things out. Let me grab this. I don't have a take a pick tool over here, I don't think. Gosh, why did I do that? That was really, really quite silly of me to move all of my tools, which there's a whole bin of them, so when people come to stamp, I've got tools that they can use. but I should have at least left like a set over by my workstation for myself. That was kind of silly. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna grab 2 of the larger size and 1 of the bigger ones. I got all the centers poked out now. And we can go ahead and put them there. I'm just gonna use my liquid glue. Liquid glue or a glue dot works fine for this. Depending on, if you'd wanna pop them up, you could even use a white mini glue dot. And I will go ahead, I'm gonna put 1 just right in the center to start things off. And I will put 1 up to the top and 1 on the bottom. See how nice, just make a little cluster of cute flowers. If anyone knows what kind of flowers these are, please, by all means, let me know. I have no idea. I know like the flowers I know are like a carnation and a rose. I think I could probably figure out a daisy too. But much past that, daffodils, I do like daffodil. I like daffodils. But much, yeah, anything past that, I don't really know. All right, and so let's go ahead and find a take-a-pic tool. I gotta get one. This isn't gonna work out without. All right, because I just love using the putty end of my take-a-pic tool. I'm just gonna clean off the end there, and as you see, it just kind of automatically comes up a little bit. And then it allows me just to grab those right off of there. I'm gonna put it right in the center of this flower here. And there are different sizes. And one last one, and that finishes off the card. You could, you know, add some Wink of Stella if you have it. That never hurts. We could put some Wink of Stella on these flowers. And maybe even on here. There we go. Isn't that beautiful? So this stamp set and bundle does not disappoint. It all coordinates so well together. But let me one last time, in case you missed it at the beginning, show you the other cards that I created that are part of the class, or just show you if you'd like to enjoy a beautiful looking card. Maybe take a screenshot of it if you would like to create it on your own. That is just fine too. Let me show these. Okay, so look at this. We've got today's card, but look at both of those scripts. So pretty. A thanks, anything is possible. And then we have this one with a feel better soon. So let me just bring these other ones in. So these are the 4 cards that I created with the hand-penned Petals set over the weekend for yesterday's class. Again, this one is still available till July 1st to order. And then totally non-traditional from the bundle was this card where I used the polished pink and the pale papaya. So there we have it. I hope you enjoyed today's cards. I hope you all have a wonderful day. I'm going to take a look at the comments here because they're not just showing up. I think I got to do a little bit of clicking here and we'll see where we go here. Who knows? I think I got to refresh my page. And let me see. So today is June 16th if you're watching live. I will be live again on June 23rd. My color clubbers, if you happen to be watching, I'll be live for you all tomorrow at 2 p.m. So I am excited to share with the color clubbers some great ideas of some cards with the products that they're getting. So anyways, okay, I see a bunch of you commented. Thank you so much for watching today. And we will see you back here on June 23rd at 11 a.m. Central if I don't see you before. Have a great day, everybody. Take care.